What's up guys? Welcome to another video. I'm Lori if you're new here. So I wanted to give a quick little video today to give you 5 tips to be able to go plant-based or vegan. So, and I can get into differences on another video, but right now don't worry about that. So if you are interested in kind of eating more plant-based and finding out, vegan lifestyle, I'm going to give you 5 quick easy tips that you can start right now. So tip number 1. Make a list of your favorite recipes. So basically all the foods that you like to eat, maybe your top 5 dishes that you make, and then figure out a way to veganize it. So for example, if you eat lasagna, pizza, burgers, pasta or spaghetti, make a list of those and then figure out how to make it a vegan friendly option of it. So for example, lasagna. So there's 3 ways you can make lasagna. Number 1, you can swap out the ground beef for vegan ground beef, which would be the Beyond Grounds, or they have, there's all kinds of brands. I don't even know them now. There's probably 20 kinds, like so many. So you could just swap that, swap the ground beef for vegan ground beef. That's like version 1. That's the easiest. It's going to taste the most similar to what you're used to. It's going to have the same type of fat and everything. Step number 2 would be to switch it out for lentils. So you can switch out lentils for that, or any kind of beans. So it's like, that's an easier, but it's a healthier swap, right? Then if you want to take it to another level, you can just omit all of those completely and just do vegetables. You can cut up eggplants, you can cut up zucchini, kind of make them like long, thin pieces, and then layer that in the lasagna. So it does work, right? So that's one option. And then the same thing for the other stuff. For burgers, you can have instead of a meat burger, you can have a Beyond Burger, or instead you can have a lentil burger, which is made, or lentils with veggies or black beans. There's so many kinds now. And then the top one would be a mushroom. You just do a mushroom cut, like a portobello mushroom cap, and use that as your burger. So there really is lots of ways to do it. It's up to you kind of what the easiest would be. And that's the other thing, is you want to keep it easy. You don't want to make this complicated. It's really, going vegan was like way easier than what I thought it was going to be. And I just passed my 5-year anniversary. What? So that's why I can give you these tips right now. Number 2. Watch a lot of documentaries. So even though I've been vegan for 5 years, I still watch these documentaries because it keeps things relevant. It reminds me why I'm vegan. So even though I'm aware of what happens to the animals in the animal industry, I still watch these documentaries because it just, like I said, it just reminds me why I'm doing it. So I would recommend WatchDominion.com, What the Health, Cowspiracy, Seaspiracy. There's seriously so many of them. Just go to Netflix, Google them. You can go to YouTube, just Google vegan documentaries. A whole bunch will come up, right? So it just kind of gives you a lot of different facts that maybe you weren't aware of, or that you didn't hear of, or anything like that. So definitely WatchDominion.com is probably the first one to watch. But for me, I think the first one, because they didn't have that one back then, the one I watched, I think, was What the Health. That's kind of what started everything. So yeah, that would be tip number 2. All right, so tip number 3, make a list of all the foods that you can have, that you do enjoy. There's probably many dishes, many foods that you already eat that are vegan. One of the things that was funny when I first went vegan, and people were like, "Oh, you're going vegan? Like, what do you eat?" And I'm like, well, I just stopped eating meat, dairy, and eggs, so I eat everything else. Like, there's literally so many things to eat, right? But people get stuck in those 3 things. When you remove those, it's like they're just, they're kind of anxious and like worried, what are you going to eat? So make a list of all the things you already eat. You already eat vegetables, you already eat fruits, you already eat potatoes and rice and pasta and pizza and all these other things, right? There's so many things. Well, pizza, I mean, you can swap it out for vegan cheese, or just skip the cheese. Have a veggie pizza. If you want to go out to a restaurant, have a veggie pizza and tell them no cheese. Boom, done. But they probably have vegan cheese. But anyway, so you make a list of all the foods that you already like to eat. Maybe you eat salads, or you eat, 6-bean salad, or whatever. There's many, many ways to do it. Okay, so tip number 4, sign up for challenge22.com. So this is a website with tons of resources and tons of support. So you sign up there once you decided that you wanted to go vegan. Go to the website, you'll see all kinds of resources, and then, like I said, there is people there to support you as well. But you can also reach out to anyone on Facebook in the Facebook groups. Join these groups. There's thousands of groups on Facebook, and it's such a great way to be with other like-minded people that are going through the same thing. You can ask their question. Nothing's dumb. No dumb questions. Everyone's there to support you and help you, and share their experiences, which will maybe help you. So definitely join up for those. That would be a huge resource for you. Okay, so tip number 5, this is kind of an easy one, but don't be so hard on yourself. Don't worry about the details. Like I was saying before about the difference between plant-based and vegan. You know what? Just start. Like people say like, I don't know if I can give up this one ingredient. Like when I first went vegan, people are like, oh wow, you're going vegan? That's so amazing. I could never go vegan because I can't give up cheese. And I'm like, well then go vegan and don't give up cheese. Like, you can do so much better than what, as long as you're being better than yesterday, right? So that's what you think of. It doesn't have to be like complicated, stressful. You ate something, you didn't realize there was an ingredient. Like, it was like, I don't know, I think I was vegan for 6 months before I realized there was an ingredient that I kept eating that I didn't know. It was, not gelatin, but, the red food dye, which is made of crushed beetles. But anyways, like I said, don't stress out over it. Like, you know what? Being 95% vegan is better than 0% vegan, right? So just do what you can. Every day is a new day. You make a plan, stick with the plan will work, right? So it's really not that hard. Don't worry about the labels and the caught up and all that. Just eat simple foods. Just eat foods that are plants grown from the ground, didn't have a heartbeat before you ate it. It'll be fine. So that's my 5 tips, and hopefully this will help somebody out. I know this is kind of the new year, although we're in February now, but a lot of people are trying to make healthier choices or even just reduce their meat. If you've already been doing meatless Mondays for years, now would be a good way to step it up, right? Like there's just so many things that you can do, but just keep in mind, just keep it simple. Just eat less animals than you did yesterday, basically, or preferably none. So let me know in the comments below if you have any other tips that I didn't mention. I'm sure there's thousands of tips, but those are like the top 5. I really wanted to keep it like high level, very easy, and good luck with your journey. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, live your life with kindness for all living beings. Take care. Bye.